Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Live stream's been a while since I did a live stream. Let me know if you guys can hear my audio. Everything's clear and loud. I believe there was a few viewers waiting for the live stream, so give me a thumbs up or let me know everything is all good. Jump on the live stream. It's been a few weeks since I did a live stream, so do a live stream before tomorrow's earnings, and I just give out some information, chat with you guys. Always fun to do live streams and chat with some people. Kind of relax evening. So we're going to talk more about Tesla stock. What I think is gonna, my opinion on what's going to happen tomorrow after earnings are released. It's going to be after hours. Tomorrow, the 21st? Yep, tomorrow the 21st, after hours, 5:30 Eastern time. We're gonna expect those numbers to be released and listen to their conference call. I think it's gonna be a really exciting conference call. We're gonna find out more about the batteries, what exactly, which vehicles are exactly going to have the new batteries, which factories are going to be making the batteries. Thank you very much, Vishav. Thumbs up. Thank you. Make sure my audio is all good, loud and clear. So we're gonna talk, just in general about what's gonna go on in the Q3 reports, the Q3 numbers. So a couple of things I want to hit upon. If somebody does not have a position in Tesla stock, it just has zero Tesla stock, I think tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, after the numbers come out, I think it might be a good buying opportunity. I'm thinking that we will see Tesla stock keep on going down. It's been on a kind of like a downtrend for a few days now. See, this is the 5-day trend. You can see the downtrend. It's just been leaking in the past week. And if we go to the 1 month, it's kind of up and down. Hasn't really been doing anything for, essentially. So right here, this big peak is the peak of after the stock split. The stock split was down here at the end of in the beginning of August. Stock split, and then this thing just went crazy, went all the way up to just under $500, and then that was the peak. And then ever since then, it came back all the way down to $300 something, $330 ish, and then we haven't been moving. So then for the past 1 to 2 months, it's kind of been not moving, not doing anything, and then for the past week, we see it kind of just leaking and just on a downtrend. So I think this downtrend is going to continue, and I'm going to talk about why I think the downtrend is going to continue. So first of all, let's talk about this little article that came out. Sorry, let me make my screen a little bigger. There you go. So, this article came out, is kind of reported on various websites and outlets. So, vehicle registration in California fell 13% in Q3 compared to Q3 of 2019. I wouldn't read too much into that, but some people would, and some people might freak out because they're saying, oh, all of a sudden the vehicle registrations number is down. But you got to realize this is just in California. Tesla sells all over the world. So unless you're going to tell me all over the world vehicle registrations for Tesla is down, that would be something I would consider and look into. But if you're just going to tell me in California it's down 13%, that means nothing to me. There could be multiple reasons why it's down in California. Tesla ships out their vehicles, to other countries, to other states, and so it's going to happen that they don't just service the California market. So, but this was kind of like floating around the internet today, and I think it got a lot of attention, and that might be a reason why, in general, Tesla stock has been slipping in the past few days. So it says the report indicated Tesla registrations for the quarter were 16,200, which was a big jump from 9,800 in Q2 during the Fremont shutdown. California registrations for Model 3, which in the past accounted for more than half of the total registrations, fell 60% during the quarter to 6,500 units. Overall, Tesla reported deliveries of 139,000 for Q3 and hasn't yet pulled its full year target of 500,000 deliveries. So we are on track for that 500,000 delivery. So these are their so Q3 delivery numbers were just released earlier this month. 139,300. That is a record. Most vehicles delivered in Tesla history. And just to see how big that is, Q3 of 2019 was 97,000 vehicles delivered. So that's a 43% increase from Q3 of 2019 to Q3 of 2020. So very impressive increase. And you see a lot of this is due to Model Y. Model Y is just starting to ramp up. Very, very popular segment, crossover SUV. So 43%, year over year. That's just massive. And just to give you a comparison, Q2 of 2020 was 90,000 vehicles delivered. Q3 again 2020. 139,300 vehicles delivered. So absolutely, just destroying these numbers for deliveries. So I wouldn't pay much attention to this kind of stuff that's out there in the media. It's just kind of BS writing, in my opinion, talking about registrations in one particular state. When I'm telling you that literally Tesla sells all over the world, in China, in Europe, in Australia. So it's like, why would you pick one specific state and just tell me it dropped 13%? That means nothing to me, because they don't sell in just one state. So all this is just nonsense. But some people in the mainstream media will pay attention to this and cause Tesla to start leaking, and we do see that happening in the past week. You see the stock just kind of steadily leaking and going down. And I'm saying that I do think that it's going to continue to leak into tomorrow's numbers. So one of the reasons is, back in July, Elon Musk was about to hit his next tranche of his compensation package. So he was only one board approval away from getting this $2.1 billion in stock options. So let me read this real quick. So Tesla's 6-month average trailing market capitalization hit 150 billion on Tuesday, after a 4-month run-up of the automaker's share price that theoretically unlocks a multi-billion-dollar vesting option for CEO Elon Musk. Once Tesla hit the 6-month trailing market cap of 150 billion, which Reuters reported, Elon Musk became eligible to access the second of 12 options granted to him in an unprecedented pay package approved in 2018. So this is what we're talking about. This is Elon Musk's pay package, and this is where we're at right here. The second tranche, $150 billion market cap. I think he has to have it there for, what did it say, like for a 6-month average, something like that. And then there's other things that he needs to do in order to unlock these tranches. Basically, so in Q2, this was unlocked. And he is going to get, basically right here, it says each tranche is equal to 1% of total outstanding shares as of January 21, 2018. So he's gonna get a stock options package. So this is expected to be awarded Q3, so essentially tomorrow. So what does that mean? That means that Tesla is going to issue new shares to Elon Musk and that's going to go onto their financials, and it could potentially make the numbers of Q3 worse than what they really are. Essentially, they're it's going to be reported in their numbers, and depending on how the numbers work out, they might not be profitable in Q3 of 2020. Nobody knows exactly what it is. I mean, it's a big big question mark. Tesla's Model Y is ramping in the United States. Model 3 is selling well in Shanghai. They're going to start ramping up Model Y in Shanghai. So Shanghai numbers are fantastic. Their margins are much better coming out of Shanghai. So it could be a toss up. But if you throw this in, that they have to pay out this stock options package to Elon Musk, it could throw the numbers off. And it could be a not very impressive number for their numbers for their revenue. So and because of that, this stock could continue to downtrend. It's been downtrending for the past week, and like I said, if the numbers come out less impressive than what everyone thinks, we could see this thing downtrend probably into the 300s again. And who knows how low it will go, but it's not unrealistic. I mean, if we go back throughout the history, 3-month period before the stock went crazy after the stock split, it was at 274. After the stock split, it went crazy up to almost $500, and then it kind of retraced back down to the 330. So I wouldn't be surprised if this thing came back down into anywhere between 350 and 380. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, especially when the mainstream media gets a hold of this, and they just run with it and say, "Oh, look! They're not making their profits that they thought they would," and but what they don't tell you is this is actually a good thing, because in order for Elon Musk to get this pay package, to get this tranche, he had to have gotten the stock to $150 billion market cap, I think continuously for a 6-month period, and also different operational milestones. So it's a good thing. It shows that how strong the company is, in order for Elon Musk to get these stock options packages, and so overall it's a good thing. But they will have to pay out stock options to Elon Musk, and therefore that's going to go into their numbers and may make the numbers look a little worse than they actually are. So just keep that in mind. So I think if somebody is interested in getting into Tesla stock, it may be a good opportunity, because like I said, it's been leaking, and if these numbers don't blow people away, it may just take a bigger dip. So that's my opinion overall on what's going to happen tomorrow. But you see right here that their numbers are fantastic, increasing year over year. Deliveries of 43% from Q3 of 2019 to Q3 of 2020. So I just want to come back to the chat and give some shout outs. Jeff Stapley, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for joining me. I believe he's one of my supporters. So I appreciate you very much. Good fella, hi. You think we could be at 520K for the year? I think you're talking about deliveries. So I think we're going to be pretty much close to 500,000 deliveries for the full year of 2020. I don't think we'll be too much above 500,000. So in my opinion, I don't think it's going to be like 520,000. Probably just at 500,000 is what I'm guessing. Daniel Rodriguez, going back to what you said earlier, where would you look to start scaling into Tesla for someone who has no current position if we see the stock start to drop? So what I always tell everybody is, you should be buying slowly into a position. So, you see this downtrend. There's no way that you're gonna time it perfectly that you buy at the very, very bottom, and then like put all your money in. Let's say if you have $10,000, it's just impossible for someone to consistently buy right at the very bottom, put all $10,000 in, and then just see the stock go back up. That's really unrealistic. So, what I always tell people is average your way in. If you have, for instance, $10,000 to spend, I would say put maybe 20% or 10% initially at any time. Anytime that there's a red day, that the stock is leaking a little bit, put 10% of that money in. See what happens in the few days, in a few weeks, especially in times of numbers are coming out, quarterly reports are coming out, and see how the stock reacts. If the stock reacts like I think it probably will react, and continue this downtrend, probably put another 20%, another 10 or 20% down after those numbers come out, and you see the stock react, and just keep on averaging down. So, the opposite could happen, and the stock could go back up, but it's going to go up and down. I would just take your time. Don't feel that you have to put all your money in at one fell swoop, all $10,000, because then you're going to be kind of stuck, and you'll be in a bad position when the stock keeps on going down, and you're unable to get them at a cheaper price, and it just makes psychologically, it just makes you feel bad. I mean, if you bought, let's just say you bought today at whatever is $420, and then the numbers come out tomorrow, and the stock goes down to $400, you're going to feel really bad that you didn't wait. But if you did buy only 10% of your money, and it dropped down, you'll feel really good, because then you could put another 10 or 20% down at the cheaper price. So psychologically, it's a win, just to average down. So hope that answers your question. That's basically what I would say is, now is a good time, because like I said, it is a possibility that this stock could continue this downtrend. Martin Edmondson, thank you for the chat. What about the numerous companies joining the market that will all take a portion of the market? I'm not concerned about any other competition, if you want to call it competition. It's like the competition is just starting to get vehicles out there in the onto the market, and Tesla has already moved forward from selling vehicles. Tesla is now into making batteries for vehicles, and doing full self-driving autonomy. So it's like Tesla has already moved on from making vehicles. There's plenty of room in this market for EV vehicles. So I have zero concern about any of the other players coming into the market. Then you said it's not just accessible, it's accountable. That money goes bye-bye. Joda Chan, thank you very much. Yeah, pretty good advice. That's what I'm thinking, is like, we could see this downtrend continue, and if you want to put in your money slowly over time, that's the best way to do it. My thoughts on GP. I still have a position in GP, and I'm bleeding like pretty much what a lot of people are. I think I'm down like 20 or 30% on the position, and I think the biggest thing is the next quarter, our 2021, when they have the eligibility for the vouchers, because California needs to get the vouchers ready for the 2021 season, and then once that is available, I think GP will pick up. When when those vouchers are available, they're going to be able to sell their vehicles more easily, because a lot of their vehicle sales are through these vouchers, and so the vouchers kind of was all used up for 2020, and it's a government thing, it's a government voucher, so we need to see what happens, how it's going to be funded for 2021, and then once that's cleared up, I think GP will come back and announce more deliveries, and hopefully that stock will come back up. So that's my position on Green Power Motors. As far as if I'm going to buy more into the position, I'm kind of maxed out at the position. I don't want to buy more, even though it's like dirt cheap now. I think it's like $10. Green Power Motor, yeah, like $10.62. The chart on this thing is just let's see. Yeah, the chart on this thing is just basically a huge downtrend. After the stock split, it traded at the $21 range, and after that, it just kind of pretty much just crashed down. I think my position is about, if I remember correctly, $14 or $15 is my average cost basis. We're down to $10 now. So, like I said, hopefully Q1 of 2021, we're going to see a uptrend on this when the California vouchers are available again. So hopefully that happens. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about the numbers for Q3 of Tesla. Another thing I did want to touch upon is LCA. So LCA, Golden Nugget Online Gaming, it's like at $13, I believe. LCA Golden Nugget, yeah. See, $13.31. This thing hasn't been doing anything for the past few months, and just pretty much a downtrend. All these SPACs are just getting destroyed. So, this is the full chart. So before it became announced that LCA was going to merge with Golden Nugget, it was trading at the $10 range where the SPACs trade. An initial pop was up to about $16, and then it kind of downtrended, and then it went up to a max of about $17, $18. Now we have kind of downtrended down to $13, and it's been here for the past past few months, or a couple of months. So look at the numbers for New Jersey where they operate. So this is Golden Nugget Online Gaming. This is their monthly internet gross revenue. So this is the company that is going public. It's the online portion of their Golden Nugget company. And so this is a monthly report for 2019, September of 2019. And you see their total internet revenue was 15.6 million in September of 2019. Fast forward to just last month, September of 2020, 26 million. So massive growth. So this thing is going to be absolutely a money maker. After it gets into other states like Michigan and Pennsylvania, you're going to see this gaming revenue just blow up like crazy. And they're already a profitable company. And I think throughout the next 5 years, I think it's going to be one state after another that's going to allow this online gaming and internet gaming. You see it a lot with online sports betting. It's more and more states are allowing this online sports betting with DraftKings and Penn National Gaming. Golden Nugget also does have some online sports betting, but I think this is going to be one state after the other that they're going to allow this. Because look at this year-to-date internet gaming gross revenue. Year-to-date, $235 million for Golden Nugget online gaming, and then it's taxed. So year-to-date, 15% tax. That's $35 million that is tax income for the state of New Jersey. And all these states are pretty much going broke. So I think it's going to be one after the other. They're going to see states like New Jersey, Michigan coming up next, Pennsylvania coming up next, and you're going to see all this revenue that you're able to get for your state just to allow some online gaming. So I think this is going to be the trend moving into the next 3 to 5 years. And so right now, like I said, LCA Golden Nugget Online Gaming is trading for $13. Pretty much at almost the bottom, the rock bottom of about $10. So yeah, that's my thinking of that. This internet online gaming Golden Nugget is going to be massive. Yeah, so yeah, it's a no-brainer. States are going to be desperate for this revenue, and this is just massive revenue, and this is only from Golden Nugget Online Gaming. This is 2019, 2020 so far year to date, $35 million, and this is just from, like I said, just from Golden Nugget. If you look at pretty much every single other company that does operate, this is the Bottega Hotel and Casino. They have year to date $136 million, 15% tax on that. That's $20 million year to date so far. Keep on scrolling down. Caesars. I know all these only operate in New Jersey because New Jersey is the only state that is allowing online gaming. That's $10 million. Keep on going down. What is this? The Golden Nugget. Like I said, was $35 million. And Hard Rock Hotel Casino, 15% tax revenue, $6 million. So tons of tax revenue, that all these states can have. And just so you know that Golden Nugget Online Gaming is absolutely the biggest player in this space. So you see their year-to-date revenue for Golden Nugget is $235 million. Year-to-date total gaming, $235 million. Pretty much everyone else is year-to-date 69 million. Over here, 135 million. So absolutely, Golden Nugget is the number one player when it comes to online casino gaming. What is happening to DPHC? DPHC, I was up like over 100% on that position, and now I think I'm down to like 40% or 30%. So saw all my wins, all my gains pretty much go out the door. So DPHC is continuing to downtrend and continuing to leak. Number one, SPACs are just kind of not as interesting as they used to be back in the beginning of the summer. And so also with DPHC is kind of has been trading along with Workhorse, and Workhorse did not get the contract as of yet for the United States Postal Service, and because Workhorse owns about about, was it 10% of Diamond Peak? Sorry, not of Diamond Peak, but of Lordstown Motors. So they're going to kind of downtrend together. So it's been downtrending in the past week. You see this trying to basically just going off steadily down off a cliff. So this thing, I think is going to be a winner in the long run. They're supposed to be producing their vehicles and selling the endurance truck next year. Hopefully by the summer of 2021. This has a lot of support from the current administration, and bringing manufacturing EV jobs into the United States, back into the United States. I think once these vehicles are out on the road, and the sales numbers come in, we're gonna see this stock retrace back up. In my opinion, it is a fantastic buy now, because this stock went all the way up to $31. So it has potential to go up to $31, and this is pre-revenue, pre-manufacturing. So after the vehicle actually comes out and is in the hands of the fleets and the numbers get released, how much their sales are, this potentially could be going up well above $31 in my opinion. So to me, this is a fantastic buy down at the $19 range, and I expect this to probably go down further. Who knows what the bottom is? I don't see it going well below $15. So in my opinion, $15 is probably the lowest I could possibly see this thing going. But keep in mind that this is going to downtrend with Workhorse, and Workhorse is probably going to downtrend until this USPS contract is announced, and that could happen any day, but it also could happen like literally at the end of the year. So as long as they are both downtrending, I think this is a good buy at the $19 range. It might go down a little bit lower, but I don't really see it fall down below $15. So I think it's a good buy in my opinion. Matt, yeah. So he has a good point. A lot of beginner traders on Robinhood, they just are gambling, and I think the gaming is a little more fun. Honestly, like you could play online blackjack and online poker. Is probably a little more fun than just buying and selling stocks and options. Ricky, thanks for the question. I already talked about GP about like 20 minutes ago, but my thoughts on GP, I'll just repeat myself. Basically, I think it's gonna probably just stay where it is. I can't see it going lower than this $10 range that we're at now. Basically, we need to wait until the 2021 vouchers out of California, because most of their sales are in California, and that is where the biggest EV market is, and that is where most of their vehicles are being sold. So they rely a lot on California vouchers in order for them to sell their vehicles. So that is going to be basically updated in 2021. So we'll see what the new vouchers are and how much money is going to be funded. So until that happens, I think the stock is going to be pretty much trading at 10 up, maybe 10 to $12 range. But we'll have to see what happens in 2021 when the new vouchers are available. That's my thoughts on Green Power Motors. Would you say the current market bleeding is because of U.S. elections, COVID, or a bit of both? So the U.S. elections, I think the market doesn't really care who wins. So the reason I say that is because, even if Biden wins, he has talked about his support for EVs and infrastructure. So, you know, even if he does win, I don't think he's going to make sweeping changes. You know, in his first or even in his second year. And so I think the market only looks forward maybe 6 months to a year in advance. So I don't think even if he does win, he's going to make massive sweeping changes. So I don't think the market really cares if Biden wins. And if Trump wins, it's going to be pretty much the continuation of how the market has been, in the past 1-2 years. So I don't think it's a huge thing about the elections. COVID is having an effect, and that's why you see stocks like Peloton, making absolutely amazing all-time highs. $131 for a stock like Peloton. Basically, these stay-at-home stocks, I think, are going to continue to do well because it seems like the whole illness situation is kind of ramping back up, and you'll see let's see let's go to year-to-date chart on Peloton. So just absolutely massive growth. So these stay-at-home stocks are, I think they're going to continue to uptrend because of the whole illness situation. So that's my opinion. All right, guys. So if you have any more questions, just drop it in the chat. I'll try to answer it. But otherwise, I think I'm just going to wrap it up, get some rest. But basically, the biggest takeaway from this live stream is that Tesla stock could potentially continue this downtrend. You see this downtrend has been leaking for the past week in Tesla stock, and takeaway from this live stream is we could expect numbers to maybe not look as good because Elon Musk will be paid out this compensation package from his CEO Performance Award. It will be the second tranche, and he's going to get stocks equal to 1% of the outstanding shares. And that's possibly going to be recognized in Q3, which is the numbers are going to come out tomorrow. And because of this CEO compensation package that he's going to get awarded, it's going to make their numbers look not as good because they had to pay out the CEO with stock options, and that's going to be reflected on their numbers for Q3 of 2020. And because of that, it might make the numbers not look as good as it otherwise would. So people are going to look at those numbers and just not understand what's going on, and probably sell off some of their stock and just continue this downtrend. So we could see this downtrend continue down into the 300s, is my opinion. Could be down to $350. So if you don't have a position, it probably would be a good time to initiate a position and kind of ride the wave down into the 300s, is my opinion. So that's the main takeaway of this live stream. So if you have any thoughts about that, let me know. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for joining me. Jenny, thank you very much. Hope you guys have an awesome night, and continue on tomorrow. We'll see what these numbers are tomorrow. So thank you guys for joining me. Have an awesome night. Catch you in the next one. Peace.